looks like we are going to miss out on the total messiness of the commute here in the immediate metro, but you don't have to head too far south to see some flakes falling even as we speak. Let's get right over to the Topper in the Weather Center for an update. Top.
Yeah, south of town we're seeing the rain turn to snow. In fact, now in Fauquier County we see the rain mixing with sleet. So go to our Facebook page and send us a picture or give us a little blurb if the rain has gone to snow. Let's start with the maps, okay? And we'll talk about how much snow is going to fall. And I tell you what, very little if you're north of town. Trace to an inch between, say, Rockville and just south of the district. Now, south of town, about temperatures tonight, which is going to play a critical factor in your commute tomorrow, no matter where you live.
Thank you, Top. Well, regardless, some schools not taking any chances with that forecast, particularly those south of town. Our Scott Broom picks up our team coverage live in Charles County. Scott.
Hey, Derek, on the dashboard camera of my mobile newsroom. Been motoring around today looking for snowflakes so far. Reporting live from the dashboard camera of my mobile newsroom, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
Thank you, Scott. Well, Topper will be tracking the winter weather for you all night right here on WUSA 9 and, of course, on WUSA9.com. Anita.
15 D.C. public schools are slated to close, and it has nothing to do with weather. It's part of a move School Chancellor Kaya Henderson says will save money and provide better education for the kids. But not everyone's buying it. We turn to Ko Im now, who's with protesters outside Henderson's home. Ko.
Well, we haven't seen any protesters yet. They're supposed to come from around the corner, but the chancellor says that the proposed consolidations. They include Francis Stevens Education Campus, Garrison Elementary, Johnson Middle, Malcolm X Elementary, and Smothers Elementary are spared. So some are relieved today. Back to you, Anita.
All right, Ko, you can imagine parents and kids are very passionate about saving their local schools. Thanks a lot.
President Obama's proposal to require all gun sales go through a background check has some widespread support. Even the majority of NRA members support the idea. Sales nationwide are private sales, which in most states do not require background checks. Well, attempts to revive a bill that would mandate an invasive sort of ultrasound before a woman could get an abortion in Virginia failed in Richmond today. A Senate committee also voted down a measure designed to keep Medicaid patients from getting abortions, even if a doctor says the fetus has deformities that make it unlikely to survive. But the Senate did decide today to take up another bill designed to keep kids safe when they play soccer. It effectively...
Breaking news. Guilty on all counts. That is the verdict in the case of D.C. cop Richmond Phillips. He was accused of shooting to death the mother of his child and leaving their young daughter to die inside a hot car. Well, just minutes ago,
Still to come tonight, Topper is tracking the storm that could bring some winter weather into the area.
So right now, your link to the latest news and weather is just a touch away at the iTunes store. That's where you can download the WUSA 9 app for your mobile phone or tablet. This is free, folks, and it'll give you a link to all the local news and information you want right at your fingertips.
You probably noticed our screen looks a bit different today. Well, we made those changes in response to you. You told us you want a simple, clean, and clear look, and we responded. First, we reduced all this clutter. All the information now is organized at the bottom of your screen. The big line is called the information bar, and it's designed to give you detailed information about the current story. Sometimes we'll add an extra detail about that story, and you'll see it appear just above the information bar. Right underneath the information bar is the lineup. Now it lists the next 3 stories in the newscast, and it will move along throughout the show. It replaces that old rundown that used to be up there on the right side of your screen. The last line is the ticker. That features news, weather, and other headlines. And color is a key part of the look. Different types of stories get different colors, just like those at USA Today, which is also owned by our parent company, Gannett. News stories are blue. Weather is in yellow. Sports is dark red. Lifestyle is purple. Tech is orange. Money is green. And breaking news is bright red. Travel and traffic is aqua. Opinion is in gray. And coming your way at 9 News at 7 o'clock, are we winning the battle against cancer? Some impressive new numbers when it comes to taking on the big C. I'll see you at 7.
All right, Derek. But coming up next, taking a look at the promises from President Obama's first inaugural speech and whether he delivered in his first term.
Another historic day in Washington. And now, for the first time ever, inauguration coverage streamed live on your iPad. But the only way to get it is to download the WUSA 9 News iPad app. WUSA 9 News is sponsored in part by your local Toyota dealers. Now, here's Dave Owens at the WUSA 9 Cadillac Sports Desk.
Think of all the lousy quarterbacks who have graced the gridiron for your favorite team in the last 13 years. Listen, I'm from Detroit. Game on Saturday. All right, the Nats' aggressive offseason continues. Reliever Rafael Soriano introduced to D.C. today. John's the top-ranked girls team taking on Good Counsel. Log on to USA Today, hss.com/DC to vote. So good stuff there.
All right, stay with WUSA 9 and the CBS Evening News next.
At 7, Derek is here with our area's only local newscast, and we're always on at WUSA9.com.
But we leave you tonight with some scenes around town this week as people get ready for the inauguration. It's an exciting time, and take a look.
Weren't quite sure if even 1.5 million people would fit, known as the President's Pew.
The whole church wants to sit near there so they can shake hands with the president.
For $100,000, you do get a ringside seat at the museum. Who's the best man in the land?
The president, the vice president, the justices are going to be tasting this food. What runs through your mind?
Don't mess it up. The president leaves, and he kind of left this behind. That baby looks like it needs a home.